everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to write and send a formal email. So what is a formal email? A formal email is an email that is sent to anyone who is not a close friend or a family member. It always starts off with a professional greeting, uses professional language, and includes your signature at the end. You'd send a formal email to a teacher, an advisor, potential employer, your doctor's office, a college admissions counselor, or an acquaintance who you haven't really met yet. So before we get started, here are just a few quick tips. First thing, you want to use a professional email address. So this makes sure that your email is easy to identify by the person on the receiving end. Next thing, you want to double check for spelling or grammar errors. This is to ensure that your message is clearly understood. Last, you want to address your email after it's already written. This helps you to avoid sending your email before you've had time to check it over for any errors. So here's an example of what your window will look like when you're ready to compose your email. So as you see here at the top, this is the To section. This is where the email address of your recipient is going to go. Even though it's the first thing you see, again, I suggest you leave this to the end before you fill it out. Next, you have this section that is for a CC or a carbon copy. This is where you would put someone's email address if you want to include them on the email, but you aren't expecting for them to respond back to you. You just kind of want to make them aware of what your email says. Over here, you have the BCC or blind carbon copy tab. This is where you would include email addresses if you want to send emails to multiple people, but you don't want their information to be shared with everyone else on the email chain. Here down below, you have your subject box. This is where you're going to give your introduction to your email. Down here on the body is where your actual message is going to go, as well as any supporting documents or files. And then down here at the bottom is your attachment icon. This is how you upload any supporting documents, such as essays or a resume, into your email. So when you're writing your email, the first thing you want to do is create a short and catchy subject line. Your subject line lets your reader know what your email is going to be about. It should grab your reader's attention, but it doesn't need to go into detail. It should not be longer than 6 to 7 words. So as you see here in our example, we are requesting assistance with Algebra Assignment 3. Quick, short, and to the point. Next is a professional and friendly greeting. A professional greeting addresses your recipient directly, either by their name or their job title. It lets the person on the receiving end know that they are your intended audience. Some great ways to start off your email would be hello or good morning or hey there. So for our email, we are saying good morning to our math teacher who we are requesting assistance with Algebra Assignment 3 from. Next down, we have our body. So there are two parts of your body. The first part is your reason for contact. So this talks about what your reason for sending your email is. It gives just enough detail to cover everything that's important, but not so much information that it confuses your reader, just like we've done right here in our 3-line paragraph. The second part of your body is a call to action. This is to let your reader know what you would like for them to do in response to your email. So that could be respond to your email, schedule an appointment, or send you a supporting document, just like we've done here. Another great tip is to include what your availability is if you're requesting for them to respond in a certain amount of time. One of the last things is the closing. The closing lines of your email are to acknowledge your reader for taking the time to read and respond to you. You want to end with a thank you and your name. So down here below where we've said many thanks, and I've included my name at the bottom, that is considered our signature. And after we have done this, we are ready to review. So now that we have put all of our pieces together, this is what your final formal email should look like. You have your greeting, you have your body, a great subject line, and your signature. Don't forget to include your recipient's email up here at the top after you've gone through everything. And now you are ready to click send.